Tonight, we are going up against Satan's gate. I'm a little concerned, man, about your salvation and stuff. How come you have not been baptized?
Because I never got around to it, okay? I don't know why you always have to be judging me. Because I only believe in science.
Welcome to Hispanerds. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hispanerds. This is Alex.
And this is Kenny.
And we are back to talk all things Loki.
Loki Wild.
Loki Wild.
Sylvie Wild.
So we're going to get into episode 4. It's crazy to think that there's 2 episodes left, and then that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
No more Loki.
Well, next week.
That's wild. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, getting into this episode, this was definitely, episode 3 was a very quiet episode,
Mm-hmm.
getting to know their stories and
to know you.
Exactly. But for the slow episode, they went from that to like super high pace.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're gonna give you kind of reveal the truth, and then even then make you think that we're revealing the truth, but not really, because there's even more levels to it. One thing I was telling my kids in this episode, the doorway that they walk through
It's
when
all
they get
splattered
processed,
from
it's also
people that are
from robots that have melted.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was an excellent episode, episode 4. We see I can't even say her name right, even after somebody says it for me. I think it's Ravonna.
Ravonna Slayer.
Yeah. At the point that we see her in this episode, basically it's the origin story for Sylvie.
Yeah.
We see Ravonna is not yet in the high position that she ends up getting into. At that point, she's just another hunter variant. And then we finally get our first look into what the timekeepers look like inside of their room, inside of their vault. Which, spoiler alert.
and you see those designs right there in the back?
Yeah, in the back, the time, the hourglass.
They're not hourglass. It's
What?
another symbol, and it signifies something else. I was looking at it up yesterday with this guy that was reviewing it. And I can't remember what it's called. I have to look it up, but it's
Is it a rune? Is it a ruin?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Let's get it. Speaking of, let's get into the spoilers
Let's do it.
/ Easter eggs,
Like
we do every single week.
every single week.
So here we go. All right. So Loki episode 4. There's 23 things. Some of the Easter eggs that are collected and put online, I don't necessarily consider them Easter eggs, but I'll go through all these and see what you think about them.
All right.
We'll break
and
it.
how many are there? 25?
23.
Oh, 23?
So let me see. First, this is just an interesting parallel I noticed, but whenever Asgard is shown in a Thor movie, we see it as if we were standing on the Rainbow Bridge looking at the front. But for Sylvie's backstory, we approach Asgard from the mountains and saw the back of the place.
Yes, I've heard of that one.
So that's just an interesting observational change for how we always come into seeing Asgard.
Basically telling us to check out Sylvie's back.
When Kid Sylvie is playing inside the palace, she's telling a story about how the Valkyrie swooped in and saved Asgard. And like Sylvie, Thor admired the Valkyrie growing up too.
Yeah. I heard that one too.
Also, okay, let's see.
Come on, give me something new, man.
You can also see that one of Kid Sylvie's toys is a wolf. And we've previously seen Fenris, a giant Asgardian wolf in Thor Ragnarok. Let me see. When Ravonna is apprehending Kid Sylvie, her hunter number is 823. This is a nod to Avengers issue 23, the first time Ravonna appeared in the comics. Yeah. This issue also featured Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and more battling King the Conqueror, who's set to make his first appearance in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. When Mobius and Hunter B-15 are looking for a Nexus event, you can see Morag at the top of the monitor. Morag is where Peter Quill found the orb, which contained the Power Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which part?
When Mobius and B-15, which she ends up betraying the Timekeepers. She's the one who takes Sylvie to that other planet.
But where do they see that?
Morag. Morag is that planet where at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy, where Peter Quill takes the Power Stone from that.
But in what scene do they?
Oh, it's when they're looking for. They're looking for a Nexus event. So there's a part in this episode when they're standing around looking to see if they can find them through a Nexus event, and that's how they do find them here.
Right. But where do you see that
on the screen?
On the screen.
Yeah, on the screen.
Oh, the screen. Yeah. Okay, I thought there was an actual imagery.
No.
I'm like, oh.
This isn't really a detail, but I absolutely love this conversation between Loki and Sylvie about how Loki's always survive. I just think it's a great parallel to how we've seen Loki die several times in the MCU, but he always comes back.
Yeah.
The theater Mobius takes Loki into is Time Theater 25. And yes, I love Marvel numbers, so 25 could reference Journey into Mystery, issue 25, which deals with aliens erasing a man's memory so he doesn't tell anyone where they are. In Time Theater 25, Loki tells Mobius that everyone at the TVA are variants, which is something Ravonna doesn't want getting out. And the episode deals with Ravonna trying to hide that, namely by killing C-20. Also, in case you don't know, the Journey into Mystery comics are where Thor and Loki first appeared.
Okay.
When Loki is put in a time loop by Mobius, he's reliving a moment where Sif attacks him after he cuts her hair. This moment is taken from Norse mythology, where Loki cuts Lady Sif's gorgeous hair, which she was very proud of. The story says it was Loki, the god of fire and mischief, who cast the sleeping spell on Sif. He found her dozing with her gorgeous hair flowing all around her, and his evil mouth smiled at this chance to make trouble into the Thunder God's household.
There's a lot of mythology in this.
Oh, yeah. Also, not a hidden detail, but shout out to Jamie Alexander for making her first appearance as Sif since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2. So she hasn't been back in the Marvel Universe since 2015.
And she's going to be back for Thor.
We don't know.
I think she signed up for it.
We don't know, but that'd be awesome if she did. Yeah. Sylvie is taken by the TVA to Time Theater 47. Another number I'm going to yell about. 47 could be a nod to What If issue 47, which actually follows what would have happened to if Loki had Thor's hammer and not Thor. Mobius mentions the other types of variants in the TVA. Mobius mentions the other type of variants the TVA has encountered. We've seen Kree in Captain Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Titans refers to Thanos' race, but this is the first mention of vampires, which links to the upcoming Blade movie. Now, to me, this is a stretch by the writer. It might not be referencing Blade yet, but it is interesting that he does bring up vampires.
Vampires, yeah. It only makes sense.
When Mobius says that Loki only does... When Mobius says that Loki only does partners if he's planning to betray them or if they help him in some way, it's a nod to Loki's work with Thanos, especially in the Avengers. When Mobius signs the paperwork in Ravonna's office, he glances down at the Franklin D. Roosevelt High School pen. Again, I'm starting to think this might be a trophy from Mobius's real life before he was captured by the TVA. When Ravonna places Sylvie's sword with her other trophies, she puts it near her old TVA helmet and staff. And in the beginning of the episode, we learned that Sylvie was a variant that got away from Ravonna. When Mobius looks at C-20's file on Ravonna's temp pad, you can see 3 dates, one of them being 3/15/2050, which corresponds at the Rockscar disaster of 2050. Let me see. Okay, well, we find out that these timekeepers are androids. Their designs do match the timekeepers from the comic books, which is honestly so cool.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese effect.
Chuck E. Cheese. When Sylvie decapitates one of the timekeepers and realizes it's an android, I started laughing. I started laughing because the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Sam listed androids as one of the big three beings they always fight. Androids, wizards, and I forgot what the other one was.
Oh, yeah.
When Ravonna gets rid of Loki, she stabs him in the back, which is exactly how Loki killed Coulson in Avengers. Our first post-credit scene for Loki. Loki meets 4 other Lokis. We see classic Loki, which is an homage to Jack Kirby's original design for the character, Kid Loki, Alligator Loki, and Loki that looks like he wields a hammer like Thor.
Yeah. The hammer is actually it's made out of like the train parts.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Let's see. Behind the 4 Lokis, you can spot the ruins of the Avengers Towers in whatever world that is. And finally, the song that plays after the post-credit scene is "I'll Take That Drink Now" by Alan Silvestri, which also played in the Avengers when Loki was apprehended.
We find out later that that's not the Avengers Tower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I won't say whose tower it is, but...
Okay. Nice. Nice. So that's all the Easter eggs that they had.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't have many. The next one, I feel like it's gonna have way more.
You know what I wanted to take a look into was Sif's costume in this episode is, I think, a little different than what her normal costume is. You know what? Give me a minute. We're gonna pause this for a second. I'll be right back. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So we're gonna continue on, but we just had a little weird crackling noise, and I want to make sure we didn't lose the audio. But this sounds pretty good now.
Yeah,
so I think we're
really,
good to go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So anyway,
Sylvie's suit. Or
not
outfit.
Sylvie, but
No, Sylvie. I'm sorry. Sif's.
Yeah, Sif's suit looks. I think it's a different variation from what we have gotten in some of the other.
It looks shinier.
Well, not just that, but like the front, it looks kind of like a W on the front right there. The way that it was designed.
She's trying to mock Wonder Woman. That's
yeah, that's what it is. She's like, look at my Wonder Woman suit. Okay, so did you find out about those?
No.
What those are? So Kenny was talking about these symbols that are reoccurring symbols on the doors, and to me they look like hourglasses, but Kenny discovered something else that they might be. And in fact, what they look like to me are tumbling hourglasses, because it looks like it goes up and down, then sideways, then up and down, then sideways. So it looks like time is tumbling down the doors. Is the design impression that I get. Right now, we're looking at Mobius and Ravonna talking, and Ravonna just keeps putting Mobius off, and Mobius is trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with Loki and basically how to find him. Or actually, at this point, no, they've captured the Lokis. That's what it is, and he's trying to talk to Sylvie, but he's not being allowed to. So he's going to go off and talk to his Loki, which is our Loki, and try to figure out what's really going on. And Time Theater 47. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's right.
Time Theater 47.
Sometimes I don't even look at that kind of stuff. Sometimes I look at all these weird little details, and then other times I'm just like, I wonder where they filmed. The whole place looks awesome. I wish I knew what location that was. Oh, actually, I wonder if it's like looking at it now and looking at the theater portion of it. I wonder if they filmed up at the what's it called? The observatory. over in Hollywood.
You think?
It kind of looks like that. That's kind of what it reminded me of. And really, when they filmed all this, everything was shut down. So there's a good chance they could have rented that place out. Have you been up there to the Griffith Observatory?
A while back.
Yeah, it kind of has that similar, very similar design. This right here with Loki talking to Sif looks mostly CG. Like, it looks like blue screen for all the background and the whatever this Asgardian room is. Looks more like that. But we're watching Loki finally break down and truly apologize to this Sif, which is not the real Sif either. This is like a time loop. So it's a closed time loop of her coming over and over and over to beat him up, and finally has broken him down and made him realize that he's a big jerk, and has been a big jerk to her his entire life. Always mischief, always breaking people down, always making people mistrust him. And now here is Mobius, who doesn't trust Loki either, feels completely betrayed by him at this episode, but also made you realize that he did care about Loki and care about whatever kind of twisted friendship they had, which was pretty hilarious. If you can't find it, it's no big deal at all.
It's called the Degas, and it's an actual a Degas.
Okay, but what does it represent?
It's like like those mythical symbols that like from mythology and stuff.
Right, but what does the Degas represent specifically?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't really mean anything. And in fact, I'd be very surprised that they would use that symbol in on the doors of the timekeepers unless it had something to do with time.
No, they explain it too. That's the thing. And it does. It does have like a symbol.
So what?
I'm trying to.
All right, where are you looking?
Well, I saw it from a video, and then
I know, but just look up the Degas symbol.
I know,
you know what I mean?
I'm not spelling it right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Probably creating any remnant magnetic fields. Let me see. Degas. To remove or neutralize the magnetic field of Degas, ship a magnetic tape. I don't know. I don't know what it means, my friend.
Here, I'll just play the little video here.
Are you gonna transfer it up to your?
And between light and darkness.
Okay.
This is Loki's entire Norse rune that on Twitter and having a hard
Okay.
time finding
Let's see.
pointed out that this symbol that we think is an hourglass or an infinity symbol
Right.
could also be a Degas. This is a Norse rune
Okay.
that represents the end of a path and an awakening. It also shows the balance between negative and
Okay.
positive energy and between light and darkness. And this is Loki's entire arc.
All right. Turn it off. I reject that guy. To me, I'm just gonna go with it's a hourglass.
An hourglass?
Yeah. I think that guy's pushing it too far. I don't think that the timekeepers would have Nordic symbols on their doors. It doesn't make any sense. That's not what the design of that entire building is. So I think I'm probably closer to the truth that it's an hourglass that is tumbling down and it's showing you the passage of time.
You haven't seen the following episodes, so you'll see some stuff that
unless the following episode says that the Asgardians built this place, then nothing's going to convince me. You know what I mean? It'd have to be Asgardians. You can spoil it. That's fine. You can spoil that. You can.
Okay, so
you can spoil that part.
All right, so the black girl that gets on this one, you know how she kind of like saves the day a little bit, where the other guard.
Oh yeah. The B-15, B-15. Yeah,
I forgot what number she was.
She's the one that takes Sylvie.
Yeah.
To the Roxxon and okay.
So they have her in prison.
Okay.
And that
prison,
she
got knocked out.
Yeah, so she's in prison, and the design of that prison is very similar, just a different color scheme than like the prison that Loki was in from Thor. I think that was it the second one where
Yeah, the Dark World where
Yeah.
he's inside of the box.
yeah, like the way that's designed is pretty much it's just different color schemes. So it's weird that they're using like it looks like that type of magic that they use over there. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
listening to
yeah.
it, that it sounds a little.
Oh, I know why it is. It's because hold on, I'll fix that right now. But I know exactly why that was doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did it go away? Oh.
Yeah, no, it went away. It went away.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're still on. We're still talking.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. I'm just going to let me see here. Keep going.
Yeah. So that force shield that's basically doing that prison where she can't get out has that magical aspect like from Asgard.
But
So they might be using certain things from that area too. Even in this one, but this is not Asgard now. Like the three lizards
right.
in the end. Did you notice in the background the red light? Like it looks like like neon lights
Right.
behind them. They almost look not identical, but similar to the designs that Envision when Wanda was making
yeah.
those designs. So they're
Right.
thinking maybe there's like a magical thing that's the reason why they can do magic there because
Because there's something that's blocking the magic.
exactly.
I see what you're saying. Hold on a second. Keep going.
So I think it's a little bit mix of both things, but
I don't know, man. I just don't buy it. That's too much of a stretch, in my opinion.
I just feel like you have your own little certain ways that like and you want to stick with them.
100%. I do. That's facts.
So I'm gonna always fight you on that.
That's fine. You can fight me all you want. I know why we're having that little delay. It's because every time the iPad goes to sleep.
Yeah. Something 15, T15, 215?
B15.
B15, there it is, B15.
Yeah, B15.
She's an amazing actress, man. That this scene right here that we're about to watch where it's raining and she basically sees her past life.
Right.
Like I found out that she actually, but you can't tell because it's raining.
We're good.
But she actually has tears coming out of her eyes.
My kids were making fun of her. They're like, I think it was my son who's like, that actress can't cry. That's why they did it in the rain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, she actually did cry. You just can't tell because of the rain.
We were dying. I said, but it works both ways for like actors that can't stop crying. They do all their scenes in the rain, so you can't tell.
Yeah.
Can't cry? We got you. You cry too much? We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Like this part of the podcast is I'm gonna fight you on stuff and you're gonna fight me on stuff. That's what makes the beauty of the podcast. You're wrong.
Man, when I saw this too, man, like if it wasn't for the end credits, I was like, that's when I felt like, okay, Alex is right. Like they're probably gonna have Sylvie as the next Loki.
Right.
But when they
disintegrated him,
yeah,
well,
I was like so bummed.
when they disintegrated Mobius, we were all like, no,
Yeah.
like I like him so much. I want him to go back. Did you see somebody photoshopped him on a jet ski?
Yeah, I posted it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I signed up like I gotta send this.
That's so funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. He that character is so cool. Like you really like
and
him.
you know what? Like, Slayer here,
Ravonna.
Slayer. She's so pretty, and I want to like her and like love her.
But
and
she's
everything.
evil.
But man, that's
She's
just
evil.
I know,
Yeah.
and it upsets me.
Yeah,
even
no.
more because she's doing such a good act of.
Oh, you see that cup? Did you see the cup she drank out of?
Yeah.
That's one of the things I was telling you that I would love to have
Yeah, go to
from
Ross.
set. You know, for what?
Go to Ross.
Nope. It's not a Ross cup. That's a Marvel Cup right there,
That's
baby.
a Marvel.
It's a Marvel Cup all the way. Yeah, man. Sometimes the prettiest faces are the most evil.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. Gorgeous.
No.
Yeah, but she's such a good. I mean, everybody's killing it on the show. Like
Yeah.
everybody's killing it in their performance and the way they interact with.
This is the
One
one
another.
show that I'm always looking forward to, like the next week.
Oh yeah,
Like from all
Yeah.
the other shows that I've been watching, this has been my top one.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So in this episode, we jumped ahead a little bit, but you basically this episode deals with Mobius trying to find out the truth.
Yeah.
It further deals with Loki being broke down even more and coming to admit who he cares about and
Mhm.
what his motivations are. And it's not, you don't get to see more of Sylvie's backstory. Instead, what you see is like Sylvie's like an arrow. Once she's focused, and she mentioned it in the previous episode, but for her, the job's got to get done. Then she'll be mischievous and do stuff, which further makes her.
They break that down on the next one too, even further.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes her very different Loki from the Loki that we've always known,
Yeah.
which is cool that they're setting her path so completely differently, and the variant that she is to Loki is so different.
I'm all for it, like Loki and Sylvie being together. Like I really want that.
That's disgusting.
I'm sorry, but I want that now.
I don't care. That's
Like,
disgusting.
Wait until you see the next episode.
It doesn't even matter. Not me and the kids were like, "That's disgusting." We
I
were
love
like,
myself.
"Yuck!"
Oh,
yeah,
I love
yeah.
myself.
That's the other thing we talked about. Like, what if you met yourself? Would you fall in love with you?
Oh,
And we were all like, "We'd kill ourselves. We would end ourselves."
That
That'd
means
be-
you don't love yourself then.
No.
Oh, wow.
Not only do I not love myself, but I don't love myself in that way or any
Oh,
other
I
way.
love myself.
Nope, not at all. No thanks. No. First of all, I'd be hideous. Second of all, no thank you. You're hideous. Be like, how's it going, guys? Did you ever watch that movie with? It was Big Boy. Do you remember who Big Boy was?
Yeah, the radio talk show.
Yeah. Did you ever see him in that movie? Something. The guy was like a ladies' man.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the movie's called, but he's testifying in court, and somebody goes, "I think there's been a mistake." And
With
he
that
goes-
actor I think his last name is Griffin or something like that.
I don't know, but
He's like a comedian actor, black actor, right?
I don't know, but what's his name goes? Did somebody say steak?
Oh yeah. That sounds very familiar.
To this day, that makes me laugh. So, I mean, obviously, it just made me laugh right now.
This
But
part, I almost got tears in this part, man.
it's because of the rain.
Yeah.
Big old softy. But
no, her acting chops, man.
no, she did a great job. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
just
so
to
happy.
find out I had a life before
Yeah.
that, like that would devastate me. Yeah, that's another thing about this episode is you really finally lean into as a viewer that every single person that works for the TVA is a variant,
Mhm.
and they had a life before they came to the TVA. They were lied about. Their brains were wiped out, reinstalled with new information, and now they've been living. And we don't actually know how long they've been living because Sylvie said that girl that she first mind switched, it was over 100 years old.
Yeah.
The memory, so we don't even know. Because time works differently. We don't know how long these people have been in the service of the TVA. It's crazy. Yeah, that's total rain. That's not tears. That's just all rain.
No, they confirmed it.
No, it's just
It's
all rain.
tears.
It's all rain. But but what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we see Mobius coming to find out the truth. We see Mobius disintegrated. We see Loki is about to reveal his true disgusting feelings towards himself, and then we see him thankfully get destroyed, and then
It was just kind of like Vision when he got this, when he died, like in front of Wanda. The last thing you see are them seeing, their faces, like eye to eye, kind of similar to him, where he's seeing her face. That's the last thing that disappears.
Yeah, but the look that I saw, at least if I remember correctly, he had this face like when he got stabbed in the back. So he wasn't like looking at her as much as like
no, like because he does the but then like he starts like focusing on her. Like try to get a last glimpse of her.
Yeah, I love the old school Nintendo original Nintendo style of
want that,
graphic.
man.
I know, dude. That there's so many cool props
Yeah,
that would be so much fun to have.
like I wouldn't mind having that as a phone. Like if
that's disgusting. No,
yeah,
thanks.
I wouldn't mind having that as
No
a phone. Look
thanks.
at that, like, when he moves that and it does that little light. Oh, I love that.
That's neat. I got
No,
yes,
I
it's
want that.
neat, but no,
I want that,
that's
yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, I want that.
No gracias.
And you have the option to switch it if you want it, like
Okay, now you're just going too far. Now
Yeah.
you just want everything.
and then you can go back and forth.
I want it to look like a prop from Loki, but I also want it to act like a regular phone. But then I want
Yeah, shoot, why not? If you can't both worlds, why not?
if you can have it all, have it all.
Shoot, remember, I love myself.
I know you do. That's disgustingly. I know you do. So anyway, another fantastic episode of Loki.
Yeah.
We get to see.
And their acting chops, especially here, like in the this is like Owen
Well,
Wilson,
this is
man,
where it made me feel like
he knows how to freaking like it's crazy. He's yelling, but in a soft tone.
Well, he's hey, yeah, he's always like, I'm really mad at you right now.
Like,
Wow.
how do you yell still being very silent about it?
Because he's what's his name in real life? Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson. Yeah.
People keep saying, like, I wonder if what's his name in real life? Luke.
Owen Wilson. Yeah,
Owen
yeah.
Wilson. Like, if that's actually his variant, like in real, like he's actually Owen Wilson.
Yeah, dude. Tom Hiddleston does a really good impression of him,
really?
really good. Yeah, and Tom Hiddleston does a bunch of different impressions. Like I
Mhm.
went on YouTube and saw a ton of his. Like they stitched them all together.
Yeah.
But you remember when we were talking about Iron Man 2 and you were talking about Justin Hammer, the rival to Tony Stark, that actor. Do you know who Christopher Walken is?
Yes.
He does. If he wasn't in the room, if he called you on the phone,
Really?
and he was talking like Christopher Walken, you would think that you're talking to the real
Christopher
because most people have a little something
it's slightly off,
like
yeah.
slightly off, but you can hear 100% that they're the character they're doing,
Mhm.
but you can also hear them just a little bit in it, dude. Watching him in the bloopers for Iron Man 2,
Yeah.
you it's flawless. Like you're looking at him and you think that Christopher Walken did the voiceover for him to be able to
Right.
it's insane, dude. He's such a good actor. I can't believe it. Yeah, you know what? I'm a bring him up this time.
Do it.
Because I gotta shout him out, even though he'll never hear this.
Do it.
He's such an awesome actor. Let's see here. Justin Hammer, actor. There we go. Justin Hammer, actor. Why aren't you coming up?
So he's the one that does the voices?
No. I mean, he can do a voice. What is going on here? I'm not getting any. That's weird. Let's try that. Okay, and let's turn that on. Okay, let's try this.
What's the
again.
next Marvel show coming out? Is it What If? Or is there something else?
That's a good question.
I think it's What If.
Oh, Sam Rockwell. That's the actor's name,
Mm.
Sam Rockwell. I can tell you right now.
'Cause we did
The next
Wanda, Falcon, and Loki. It has to be What If. Because the rest of it is all theater movies.
Here, I'll tell you right now. Well, let me see. Loki. Oh, yeah. So, What If is the next one. And then...
Did they say how many episodes for that season?
Whoa. Number of episodes is 23.
Because they're animated, so that makes sense.
Wow.
Cool.
I wonder if they're all a half hour, too. If they're like a little
Probably, yeah.
half hour animated.
Yeah.
But, dude, can I throw this up on the TV screen?
Yeah, man. You could throw whatever you want, man.
All right. Well,
As
sounds
long as you
good.
love yourself.
I'm not going to love myself. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. All right. Hello, everybody. Sorry, we are back. We had like a little momentary technical difficulty where I tried to do two things at once with the same machine, and it did not work out.
Avengers Endgame.
All right. So
we got wearing a mask.
So Loki, we've already been through 6 episodes.
No, we haven't been. We have one more left.
So What If with a swole
What
and fine looking Peggy Carter.
Peggy Carter's too swole.
Too swole. Like and check out the cast. That's what I wanted to talk about for the What If. Michael B. Jordan, Sebastian Stan. So we'll say the characters that they played. Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. So Killmonger's coming back in that. Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes. Josh Brolin as Thanos. Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Haley Atwell as Agent
It makes
Peggy.
sense to have them as the same.
But you know what they usually do?
They get
usually
other voice
get
actors,
people,
to do their voices. Yeah.
But so in this Chadwick Boseman, then before he died, they got to film or they got to voice act him for Black Panther. Karen Gillian as Nebula, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, Neil McDonough as Dum Dum Dugan.
Dum Dum Dugan.
Yeah, Dominic.
Which one's Dum Dum Dugan?
He wears he's in Captain America: The First Avenger. He wears a hat and he's got like a big old mustache. He's one of his good friends. He's part of the special ops team.
Yeah.
Dominic Cooper is Howard Stark. That's the original guy that played Howard Stark in the first Captain America.
Yeah.
Sean Gunn as Kraglin. Natalie Portman as Jane Foster. Taika Waititi as Korg. Toby Jones as Arnim Zola. Oh, okay. So that's interesting because Toby Jones. Zola. Yeah. Zola died in Captain America too. Digimon Honsu. Huh? Digimon Hanasu as Korath, which is the guy that goes. He goes Star-Lord. He goes who? Star-Lord, man. Yeah. Jeff Goldblum as Grandmaster and Michael Rooker as Yondu. 23 episodes for What If.
But I feel like this is not because I know there's other characters that are going to be out there that's probably going to be just.
But none of them matter. None of them. In fact, all these guys are playing multiple people in.
That'd be cool if they got some voice actors, the ones that do like the Avatar, because those are really wonderful voice actors.
So here we go. Number of episodes 23. What we know so far. The first animated Marvel TV show on Disney Plus and an adaptation of the comics run What If, which has a series of one-off comics that imagine what would have happened if certain scenarios had played out differently. Here we'll be seeing how events from the MCU may have played out had the circumstances or outcomes changed a bit. It's been confirmed that the first story will show what would have happened if Peggy Carter had taken the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers, and what if Loki had wielded Mjolnir instead of Thor. Jeff Wright makes his MCU debut as the voice of Uta, the Watcher.
Uta.
And A.C. Bradley, Trollhunter, serves as showrunner while Brian Andrews, a storyboard artist on various Marvel movies, directs. And then we have Hawkeye after that, which is...
Oh, that's going to be in the other TV show.
Yeah, it's going to be late 2021, so this year.
I wonder how good that one's going to be.
I think it's going to be super dope, in my opinion. And it's 6 episodes. What we know so far, this limited series will follow Hawkeye after the events of Endgame, training up Kate Bishop, who in the comics eventually takes on the mantle of Hawkeye. Haley Steinfeld, which I like that girl a lot. She was from the Bumblebee movie. She was the main lead, the girl that was taking care of Bumblebee. is
He's
playing
gonna
the
be
lead.
training who?
Kate Bishop. That's the character's name.
Kate Bishop. Is that his daughter?
Nope, not at all.
Who's
Kate
that?
Bishop is in the comic book. She's like a runaway who.
But she's a teen.
She's a teen. Yeah.
Okay, so they are setting it up for the
Yeah.
Young
Yeah.
Avengers.
Young Avengers.
Because
for
even
sure.
with young Loki, supposedly he might be also the part of the Young Avengers
Yeah,
as
correct.
well too.
Well, in the comics, that's
yeah,
what he is.
Yeah. So,
And then we got Miss Marvel.
but that's gonna be a TV show as well. That's
Miss
right.
Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel. It's gonna be, the episodes have not been announced, but that's gonna be this year as well.
Dude, man.
Yeah.
There's so much. Wait, go back to What If. When does that come out? What
No,
month?
didn't. It just said summer.
Oh, it just says summer?
Yeah, it just said summer. It didn't give you a specific date.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, okay.
What we know so far, this is a TV series based on the Marvel comic superhero Miss Marvel, also known as Kamala Khan. The character is a teenage Pakistani American with shape-shifting abilities who eventually discovers that she is an inhuman. In the comics, she assumes the role of Miss Marvel as handed down from Carol Danvers, also known as Captain Marvel. Kamala Khan will also appear in Captain Marvel 2, so the story of Miss Marvel will tie directly into that film. In September 2020, newcomer Iman Vellani won the role of Miss Marvel and will lead the series. Let me see here. And then
Moon Knight. That's
Moon
the
Knight.
one I'm excited for.
Oh, dude. Moon Knight is super exciting.
I can't wait for that.
So right now we don't have a premiere date, and so it doesn't.
This
We
is
don't know
coming
if
out
it's going to
next
be.
year. I
Yeah,
feel like this is coming out next year.
I feel like.
Hopefully, maybe December. That'd be good.
I feel like it
Nice
wouldn't be
little treat.
December. I feel like this might be closer to Comic-Con, San Diego.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. What we know so far, based on the comic character of the same name, Moon Knight will follow a former criminal who becomes the Fist of Khonshu, and evolves multiple personalities. In its early days on this one, but Jeremy Slater, Umbrella Academy, The Exorcist, has been selected as showrunner. Oscar Isaac signed on to star as a titular hero. Mohammed Dab, whatever. And then She-Hulk is next after that.
And they're doing
And so that's
10
definitely
episodes.
2022.
That's nice.
And 10 episodes. Wow, they already... I don't even think they gave Moon Knight any episodes yet. Number of episodes, yeah. So, which means that they're further ahead.
They might flip it then. They might flip
Yeah.
She-Hulk first and then Moon Knight.
Unless something happens in She-Hulk that ties... or unless something that happens in Moon Knight that ties into She-Hulk.
Yeah.
You're right. But 10 episodes, which is quite a bit, what we know so
Which
far.
is good. You know, I'm liking the 6 to 10 ratio.
Yeah, me too.
episodes. I'm not-
Yeah, I mean, the only reason that the animated one would be fun to have that many is because
They're short.
there could be a half hour,
Yeah.
and they're not telling you a single story. They're literally telling you multiple. So
Right.
I feel like, well, let's say they're dropping it once a week, so that's 23 weeks for the What If. 23 weeks is going to take you through a lot of months
Mm-hmm.
before they drop anything, before they have to drop anything else.
Yeah.
What we know so far, not much, but when Kevin Feige first announced She-Hulk series at D23, he stated Bruce Banner is no longer the Hulk in the MCU, suggesting that Marvel has big plans for She-Hulk. In the comics, Jennifer Walters is Bruce Banner's cousin who gains Hulk powers after receiving a blood transfusion from him. Jessica Gao, who won an Emmy for writing Pickle Rick episode of Rick and Morty, has been selected to serve as showrunner. Tatiana Masalini was confirmed as a title character, a lawyer catering primarily to superhero matters. Marvel also revealed that Mark Ruffalo will appear as Bruce Banner, and Tim Roth will reprise his Incredible Hulk role as the Abomination. Yeah, son. And then we have Secret Invasion. Mother.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about this.
What we know so far. Marvel announced on December 2020 that it is adapting one of the most famous comic arcs, Secret Invasion, as a limited series. Ben Mendelsohn reprises his Captain Marvel role as the Skrull Talos, and Samuel Jackson co-stars as Nick Fury in the storyline that, in the comics at least, we saw many notable superheroes replaced by Skrull lookalikes. Captain Marvel flipped the script and made the Skrulls the empathetic good guys, and the Kree their sworn enemy, the bad guys. And last we saw Nick Fury, he was floating in space aboard a massive Skrull ship. So expect this to be a big deal.
Yeah.
They had the Skrull, not the Skrulls. They had the where are they? The Kree. They had the Kree in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., particularly in the last 2 seasons.
That's one show I didn't see.
And they were the major bad guys in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were. And in fact, in their mythology for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Kree had lost a lot. They'd lost their home world. So they were trying to
Flee.
No, they were like they had taken over big parts of space because it was in the future. It was pretty wild. It was a really good story. And then we have Ironheart with Riri Williams. What we know so far, Marvel made the announcement in December. I guess that's when they made other big announcements in December. That they're developing a Disney series based on Ironheart, which will tell the story of an engineer who develops the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man himself and then becomes a superhero.
I wonder what that boy's going to be then.
What boy?
The one from Iron Man.
Nothing.
He has no
future. He's
because he even comes out in Endgame.
Yeah, but he only comes out as an homage to the past, to Tony's past. But he's nothing in the comic books, and he's nothing in the MCU.
If they show him up in the future, I'm gonna throw it all in your face.
Yeah, go for it. You can. But you see that face right there? You see, that's my face right now. Nothing, Kenny. He means nothing. All right. So then we got Armor Wars. Armor Wars will be after that, but none of these have any dates now.
Oh, what's this one called?
Armor Wars. Right there. Armor Wars.
I didn't even hear, and they announced this. I don't remember this one at all.
James Rhodes finally gets to take center stage in Armor Wars. In this story, War Machine will have to put on the suit and reclaim his title and stop a technocratic dystopian nightmare when Stark technology falls into the wrong hands. This was a really cool story in the comic books, and I'm happy to see them reformatting it for this.
I would think that Spider-Man will be involved because he also gave him a lot of the technology stuff, and that technology is aware of all.
But none of the tech is the Iron Man tech. So what Tony did was he built special tech just for Spider-Man and his style of fighting and body type. But this story is really cool in the comic books. In this story, Tony Stark has to go around the world and start taking back all of the things that were stolen from him. So it's like a Enter the Dragon style Bruce Lee, where he goes through different bosses to get
That's
so
cool.
if they do it the same way where Don Cheadle, James Rhodes has to travel from go to the Mandarin, go to all these different places and get all that technology back, that'd be dope. That'd be fire. Who they would bring in to be like a support cast
Okay,
would be
this
fun.
is new because they didn't announce this one.
Yeah, they announced I Am Groot.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up the YouTube video when they first did the announcement. I don't remember.
What we know so far, Marvel's developing a series of shorts featuring the new and unusual characters anchored by Baby Groot himself. James Gunn will produce I Am Groot. So James Gunn is involved.
Is Ben Diesel gonna be the voice
Of
guy?
course. Wakanda Forever is the title of this one. We know now. At the time, it was untitled, but now we know it's called Wakanda Forever, and it's a.
But are they also showing theatrical stuff, or are they just showing the shows?
No, these are just the shows because that's what you asked for. So right now, I'm only giving
how
you
is
the
that
shows.
Wakanda Forever? If that's the actual movie.
Well, that is from that still is from the movie.
Oh, that's still. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the still is from the movie. But,
okay.
But they announced the TV show Wakanda Forever. Let me see.
No, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That's the movie. That's not a show. That's gonna be the movie.
No. Hold on a second.
That's the reason why in the end it says "see you in the theaters" or "see you in the movies."
All right.
They weren't talking
so
about
here.
TV series.
So Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Whoa, where'd it go? Let me try that again. Let me see here. Yeah, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is an upcoming American superhero film based on
Film.
Marvel Comics.
Film,
So
not show.
let me see the Wakanda TV show. The Wakanda TV show has a name already.
What is it?
Let's find out here. It's called Wakanda Forever, Forever.
You're so funny. You're like trying to get under my skin, huh?
It's called Wakanda Forever, Forever, Ever, Forever, Ever.
What's the mom's name? Do you remember the queen's name?
No.
No,
I
I was gonna
don't.
say, I'm sorry, Miss Queen.
I am for real.
I can't
Never
remember her
meant
name.
Let me see who's got the best. Let me see who's got the best information on that.
Who has the best info?
Google. Let's see, Black Panther TV series. No, I don't think it's a Black Panther TV series. I think it's literally called Wakanda. All right, hold on, man.
Oh, it's funny. I have to talk to you about the Wikipedia thing.
Oh, okay.
Remind me.
Uh-huh.
Remind me on Monday. I'll tell you on Monday.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. All right, let's see here. We got Wakanda TV series from Ryan Coogler in the works. Let me see. Marvel Project is part of a 5-year overall TV deal with Disney for Black Panther filmmaker. Ding, 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 ding. Disney assigned Black Panther director Ryan Coogler to a 5-year overall TV deal. Among the projects in the works is a spin-off that will center on the Kingdom of Wakanda. But I thought they gave it a name already. Huh. Well, so yeah, I know that there's a Wakanda TV series, but I guess they haven't given it a name yet.
It's probably gonna be based on a certain character, like whoever's gonna either take up the mantle
Well,
or
I'm
or
pretty
a side
su-
character. That's,
I'm pretty sure that they already announced his main Dora Milaje, the main one that goes with him everywhere. That she's basically that either she has a TV show herself, or that it's gonna be based around her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I do remember.
I thought it was gonna probably be based off his sister. Because I would think her sister because she's young and
Well, I think Black Panther 2 is gonna show, if it follows the comics, it'll show Shuri picking up the mantle of Black Panther and taking over. So the TV series could be a different thing entirely. What kind of TV series? Disney Plus.
I don't know too much about the Black Panther comic books, so I don't know what other characters they're in that they have in those comic books.
Yeah, they got a lot of. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now. It looks like all the information is from February. Yeah, looks like everything's from February. So. Oh, dude, we just saw a really great movie with George Clooney. I'll tell you about that in a bit. But what were you gonna say? Because you had something you wanted to say about. Oh no, that'll be for next time.
I said for Monday.
Yeah, that'll be for next time.
Yeah, Monday.
Tell me about this will be obviously we stopped talking about Loki now. We just went through a list of for other
we just
Marvel
stop
stuff.
whenever we want to stop,
That's
right, y'all?
That's right.
Shoot, that's how we do. No.
That's how we do. But tell me about Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
Because I didn't watch it. I'm not really into gore anymore, or zombie stuff. So it's just,
I'm always into gore and loving myself.
I know. We know. Trust me, we know. We know.
But
yeah, tell me. First of all, how many sombreros?
I was about to give you that.
Did you see Dark Phoenix?
No, that's the one I forgot to grab.
I'm gonna kick you right in the face.
Man.
Right in the. All right,
Sorry.
keep going.
I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I was supposed to do that yesterday too. My bad.
Míralo.
But sombrero wise, I'm gonna give it 2.5.
2.5 dead sombreros.
Yeah, 2.5 dead sombreros.
2.5 zombie sombreros.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me,
All right. Design, graphics, the look of it, beautiful. That's the only reason why.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
They digitally replaced a guy that was in the movie
did
with a girl. They literally reshot the movie and replaced one of the characters. Did anything look weird to you with one of the characters?
No.
So you know the girl with the short hair and the
glasses?
the glasses.
The pilot.
She replaced a comedian named Chris D'Elia. So Chris D'Elia went through all this controversial stuff, and he didn't go to jail. He wasn't convicted of anything,
Right.
but he was basically canceled, on social media, and he got dropped from a bunch of different companies that were working with him.
Yeah.
He did the entire movie. He filmed the entire movie, and they digitally replaced him with her. So she took up all the spots.
You couldn't tell.
No? Okay, cool. All right, so keep going.
So because of the effects and all that stuff, I gave it a 2.5 sombreros.
Yeah.
I didn't like the story, the plot. Like it's something that you always.
You didn't like Zombies in Love?
I never saw that one.
No. In this movie.
Oh, Zombies in Love?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were naming another
No,
movie.
you didn't like that the zombies were in love and had a baby and they had a kingdom?
I didn't mind that.
Then what did you like?
I didn't like the fact that so the one of the main characters, the wrestler, the one that's
Drax?
Drax, yeah. I forget his real name.
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista. I like him, but his daughter in that movie, like it didn't make any common sense. Like they're going into Las Vegas
To steal money.
To steal money. Supposedly it was money, but it's actually there's another guy that's part of that Japanese guy, and what they want is the actual head of the main queen of the zombies, because that's worth a lot more money.
Why?
Because of the blood of it, they'll be able to recreate some other stuff with it and whatever. So that was the main motive for one of the guys. He was acting that they were going there for the money.
So there was a second. So the team that Dave Bautista
they created was,
they were going for the money. There was a secondary dude.
That's what the I guess I want to call him a crime lord,
right,
from Japan, was telling them that it was for that vote that he had there, but he was gonna send this one guy to get that,
right.
But Dave Bautista has his daughter, and I guess his daughter saw like his wife turned like in the beginning of the movie and
into a zombie,
and he ends up killing her right in front of
right
in front of her. So they're not talking for a long time, and he always thought it was because he killed his wife, but it wasn't for that. It was because he started neglecting her daughter because he was grieving it, and he didn't know how to react or whatever. So she helps out like the people that are poor and that are like living in camps.
She's a social worker?
No, she's just like there's like these campgrounds that are around the border of where they did like a border around Las Vegas with
they made a wall.
Yeah, they made a wall, and behind those walls there's some camps of people that are barely making it.
Okay.
So she helps them out.
So she's a social worker. That's basically what a social worker does.
Okay, you can say that. All right.
Does she work for the government or for herself?
It doesn't say. It doesn't really say if she works for the government.
But anyway, she's doing humanitarian work.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, every time you say social worker, I'm always thinking she's like in a cubicle box.
Right.
There's nothing like that.
Right.
So she had met up with this mom, and they have this coyote person that's gonna guide them to get into Las Vegas. She knows how to get through there.
She knows how to get through the horde of zombies.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're hearing an emergency. There we go. All right, it's passing.
So so she knows her ways in and out, and she gets people in there because there's people that it's Las Vegas, so there's votes and money there, and the people are trying to get money. So
right.
So the daughter Dave Bautista asked his daughter if he could do her that favor of finding out the coyote, so they could like get like a guide to go through Vegas.
Right.
She goes and she finds out that this coyote sent this girl that had 2 kids, because she saw these two kids in the camp. They're like, my mom never came back or whatever, and so she gets mad at the coyote, swings at her, hits her in the face, and she's like, yeah, like she wanted to go, but I had no idea she had kids. If she had kids, I would have never taken her to, through Vegas or whatever.
Right.
And we got split, and I lost her. I had to leave her because we got attacked and stuff.
But the kids are still there.
The kids are in the campground, so she's
Okay.
So now the daughter's like, I gotta go with you because I have to find you. And the dad's like, Bastista's like, no, like we're here for this mission, and like you don't know how it is out there. So to me that doesn't make any sense. She's a grown adult that wants to go trying to find someone it's just I hated that aspect of it.
You hated the fact that he was still her dad?
No, that the daughter wants to now join the group because she wants to see if she could find the mom for the kids.
But why did you hate that? Like, what doesn't make sense to you?
She's putting everybody in jeopardy now. Like they're there for a certain
But is
goal.
is it because she's putting everybody in jeopardy because she's not telling them her plans?
No. She tells him. So he's telling her like, no, we're not doing this, and then she's like, well then you go do your thing, but just know that I'm gonna sneak in. So now the dad's like, well then I need you to be with me because that's the only way I'm gonna protect you. So she's an adult acting like a very like almost like a little spoiled child. Like it was driving me nuts. That I that's one thing I didn't
Is
like.
it because you disagree with her motives?
Yes, I disagree with her motives big time.
So that's all it is.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with the story.
No.
You just don't appreciate the motives.
It doesn't. It's not common sense. So let me go on.
But neither is going to get money from inside of a horde. Inside of an entire location that is swarmed with monsters. That doesn't make any sense either.
No, the reason why they're going to get money is because everybody's gonna get a I think it was like two point something $2 million.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't make it.
And he's trying to make amends with his daughter for whatever reason she's upset with him.
I hear
and
you.
He wants to give her that.
But his motives don't make any more sense than she does. As far as story wise goes, it's the same thing. There's not. She's trying to go in to save a life, and he's trying to go in to get money.
Well, these are military people that know how to handle these kind of situations. She's
right,
not.
but I'm saying, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who can handle what. I'm saying the motives of the story. His motives are to get money.
He's right now working as he's flipping burgers. That's his job now.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, flipping burgers. He doesn't want that life.
I get it, but she doesn't. She's trying to save someone's life. Like, I'm just saying, story wise, just stepping back and looking at it. One person's trying to save someone's life. One person's trying to make money to maybe save his life, quote unquote, and not live the way that he's been living. Both of them make sense in the sense of it's already an outlandish.
It doesn't make sense when you're putting other people in jeopardy. That because you're gonna do now this task, these people might die. So now, you're not even sure if that person's alive.
But those people are putting themselves in jeopardy. Her dad is putting himself in jeopardy. He's decided to. He's like, look, if you don't come with us, you're gonna die for sure. So he's putting him. He's making the choice for the team to take his daughter in and to take her through that. But if the story had gone differently and he's like, okay, you're a grown person, do what you want, that would have made you happier.
Exactly.
Would have made you happier. But me not watching the movie, I can see both perspectives. I can see your perspective of what would have made you happy, but I can understand story-wise why he chose to involve his daughter into the process of trying to go through.
Well, let me go on. So they end up going, right? And during the whole thing, she's already acting they find out that these zombies, there's smart zombies and then there's your regular dumb zombies. And the main people, the main person that came out of the military that I guess they did experiments, he's the one that turned all these zombies into.
He's a smart zombie.
He's a smart
He's
one.
the king of the zombies.
And he knows how to make them make zombies either smart or make them dumb, where they're slow. Like, so there's certain ways where he bites them or whatever, and they'll get that intelligence where they're fast and they have better motor skills. But
that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
At all.
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly, right?
If I bite you in the leg, you're slow. If I bite you in the brain, smart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So she finds out that they're capturing humans and taking them into this one of these casinos, and that's where they're either figuring out if they're gonna either turn them into a good, like not a good zombie, but a
fast zombie,
fast
or slow
zombie,
zombie
or a slow zombie. And so the daughter's like,
now, do the slow zombies take instructions?
yes,
So they're still
Like-
smart. They're just not.
yeah, they're just very slow.
Yeah, okay.
Just-
Okay. Interesting.
and dumb too, because you can easily manipulate them with, like, if you cook like a dead hand and it smells like meat and you throw it, they'll follow it. So they're
Okay.
very idiotic.
Okay.
So the daughter's like, well, that's where she might be captured or whatever.
Right.
So now, and he's like, no, our protocol is to go do this, because here's the other thing: they only have 2 hours before they nuke the spot too. So they're gonna nuke it. So they can't spend time trying to rescue someone and do that.
Right,
and that's
right,
what
right.
and that's what upsets me, because the daughter knows this, yet she wants to split. Like, it doesn't
Right,
make
right, right,
any
right.
freaking sense. So
Well, it sounds like this whole movie doesn't make much sense.
yeah.
Keep going.
So
So I'm shocked that you gave it 2.5 sombreros.
I just gave it because of the effect. The effects were really, really cool. They did a really good job on all that. But yeah. So talking about it, man, I'll bring it to 2. 2 sombrero. So I'm gonna cut forward. They end up finding the vault, and they're getting the money, and he's him and his daughter are just making sure that there's no way where zombies can come in.
Right.
And there's a hatch, and she puts like a little dead hand and she acts like she closed it, but she didn't. So once they're leaving, she ends up leaving on her own, trying to see if she can find. And now he's like
Right.
upset, and right because of that situation,
You know, with
all this chaos is happening.
$2.2 million per person,
Yeah,
I'd buy a new daughter.
yeah. So because of that, there's this girl that likes him, she was fond of him, and they're talking. He's like, I have to go for my daughter, and so she's like, well, I'm gonna go with you. He's like, no, this is my no, but I'm coming with you. I'm here. I came here because of you, because I wanted to make sure you were gonna be fine. This is like the girl that likes him.
Right.
These doors open over the elevator. Zombie comes in, grabs her head, kills her. So
it's a fast zombie.
yeah, it's a fast zombie because
And fast zombies are stronger than humans?
yes, they're a little bit, yeah, definitely stronger than humans.
Okay.
So now, because of all that, all these people are getting out killed, and towards the end, it's just the helicopter, the one you're saying that they switched with extras, her, and the daughter, De Bautista, and I think that's them, and the main zombie guy, right?
Did they ever find the lady?
So they escape in the helicopter, and then he's telling his friend, the pilot, he's like, hey, like, my daughter's over here in this area, can you just drop me off and wait for me? And she's like, no, we only have like 8 minutes left or whatever before they nuke it, and they're like, and she's like, okay, fine. And then he's telling her, like, please don't stab me in the back and leave. And he's like, just go, I'm not gonna do that. He leaves. She's being like,
She flies away.
so she was like on the helicopter. This is another thing upsetting me. So
Yeah, you know what? One sombrero. The more I think about it, one sombrero.
so she finds his daughter. And yes, the lady was alive with these 2 other ladies.
Okay.
And one of the ladies dies from this other zombie, and they're fighting. They escape, and now they go up. Right, when they get to the roof, helicopter's gone. And they're just like, I can't believe she did that. Like, and then I know they did it just to make that like
Dramatic.
Then the daughter's like, "Do you hear that? You hear that?" And you hear the helicopter, and she comes back, and so they're going in, and she's like, "Yeah, like I was gonna leave, but then I had my conscience," and I'm just like, "This is so." I hated that. That was just ridiculous. And so because of all that waiting, the main zombie now appears in the room, and he ends up jumping into like
The helicopter?
The helicopter. They're fighting. Dave Bautista gets bitten, and now the daughter, like the helicopter
Does
crashes.
he get bitten to be a slow zombie or a fast zombie?
He probably would have become a fast zombie, but the pilot gets killed. So the only survivor now, the woman that she wanted to save, she gets killed. So now she sees her dad, and they're talking, and then she sees that he's turning, and she ends up having to shoot him in the head.
Right.
And this is all her fault.
Right.
All her fault. This is
sure. Yeah.
100%.
I agree with you.
And
I've seen the movie,
and then
but I
there's
agree.
one guy, this black guy. He was a cool guy too. Him and this I think he was Russian or German. And during like when they're in the vault, the zombies come in and they're trying to like attack him. The white guy ends up throwing the black guy into the vault to save him.
Oh, okay.
And so once they nuked everything, I guess the vault must have cracked open. He was able to get out. Because in the end credit scenes, you see him getting out, and he has all this freaking bags of cash.
But how would he? If they nuked it,
He was
walking
in the
through
bottom.
Yeah, but he's walking through radiation,
Exactly.
so it's like he's gonna die of cancer in like 5 days.
Well, here's the thing: is when he fought that main zombie guy, and I guess the zombie guy scratched him. Oh no! I'm sorry. He actually had a bite in his
Okay.
in his arm. So now he's like in this plane, and he's slowly turning. And here's the weird thing: they show other people that got bitten or whatever, and they turn like quick. He gets bitten. It took him about maybe I want to say like a couple of days or a week for him to start slowly turning. It just doesn't make any sense.
So he's the last surviving zombie that's taking.
Yeah, and then he's like in the airplane. He goes in. He's feeling like woozy. He goes into the bathroom. Sees that he has a bite, and he's just like, "Oh shoot!" And then that's where it ends.
That's a dumb movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it one somewhere else.
Yeah, you're like, I had to talk it through.
Yeah,
Had to think about it.
yeah,
I mean, look, a movie directed by Zack Snyder is always going to be beautiful.
yeah.
It's always going to be.
But it just depends on the
Yeah,
the plot
yeah,
story.
yeah. Just from what you described, that would make me very
Yeah.
angry as well.
yeah. So yeah, I don't recommend it.
Well, good. Good. Then let me tell you about a movie that I do recommend.
Zombie movie?
No, it's
Like-
it's a outer space movie.
oh, this is with George Clooney.
Yeah, it's with George Clooney. It's let me see if I can find it here real quick.
Is it weird that I'm attracted to that
Yes.
lizard?
Yeah, it's very very weird. I'm very disturbed right now. Let me see here if I can find it.
What's the name of the movie?
I'll tell you right now. It's called The Midnight Sky.
Oh, The Midnight Sky.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful movie.
And is this based in space?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that rhymed. Do I have to play it?
I can. Do you want me to spoil it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like when you see George Clooney, he's like.
Wait. Do you want to give people a week?
No,
Okay.
no, too late for this one.
Oh, when did it come out?
It came out last year.
It's
I
pretty
believe
old
so.
movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe it came out. Well, that's not pretty old, but it came out last year. But basically, it starts out with George Clooney. You see, like George Clooney is older now, and
Oh,
so like
yeah.
and so
I
like
think he is.
in the movie, he plays his age. It looks good on him. Yeah, he's got like a big old shaggy beard, and he's got his full gray, like everything.
He loves himself.
Yes, he loves himself. And in the movie, you see they're evacuating people from a a research facility up in the Arctic, and so then he's staying behind.
Yeah.
But but everybody else is leaving. Everybody else is being evacuated. You don't find out until a little bit later that they're being. My wife thought that they were being evacuated off the planet, but I told her that I think that they were being evacuated. Once we get more into the story, kind of find out that people are being evacuated underground.
Oh,
Because
underground.
yeah, because
so you never see like the sky or anything like that while they're being
you do
evacuated?
you see the sky and you see why people are being evacuated in the first place.
And is this Earth or is this Mars?
it's Earth.
Oh,
And there's two stories going on. There's the story of him being on Earth, and basically he's the last human above ground on Earth.
yeah.
You see that there's radiation that's covering the entire planet, like slowly, and at the same time you see this really cool, really well designed ship that's I thought was very realistic in how we would design a ship like a human, humans. But you see a ship coming back from Jupiter, from one of the moons on Jupiter.
Okay, the one with
So-
the water.
So there's a ship coming back from there, and it's coming to Earth to give Earth the good news.
Yeah.
But by the time that they get, the crew that you see there, they go through some problems in outer space. They end up losing someone in space because of they end up getting thrown off of their trajectory of how to come back to Earth, and they have to take a different path. And because they take a different path, it's not what's the word? It's not it hasn't been mapped out. That part of space hasn't been mapped out.
Yeah.
So they end up landing into a couple of problems. George Clooney back on Earth, he finds a little girl that's still in the base, in the Arctic base with him, and he freaks out because he's like, there's not supposed to be anybody here. Like everybody's supposed to be gone. So he's trying to get a hold of somebody to come back for her, to take her.
Right.
And the reason is because George Clooney's dying. He's dying of cancer, and he knows he only has a few weeks, so that's why he opted not to go. And he stayed for two reasons: one, he knew he was dying; two, somebody needed to contact the ship that's coming on the way back to let them know, don't try to land on Earth because it's no longer safe.
Oh.
And then
So what's going on with Earth's atmosphere?
some kind of radiation poisoning that is spreading across the entire planet,
Oh,
like some
snap.
kind of catastrophic event.
So now he has to try to save this girl.
He's trying to save the girl, and he's trying to
So
save.
this almost reminds me a little bit of World of the News. Just
News of the World.
News of the World.
Yeah,
okay.
he's trying to save both of them, but through part of the movie, you realize that that he's not going to be able to do anything for the little girl.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, they're not. It gets too bad. Like, in fact, the spot that they're at, they cannot contact anybody because the antenna's not strong enough.
How old's the little girl? Is she like
She's like 10.
10? Oh, she's young.
So him and the little girl end up having to pack stuff up, and they take off to another facility that is in the Arctic, but it's higher up, and it's surrounded by this mountain range
Yeah.
that'll give them some protection from the radiation, and they'll be able to be there longer. So that journey is crazy, but they make it up there.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I
it was really really beautiful.
How are the effects and the design?
Gorgeous.
Really?
Gorgeous.
Okay.
The effects are gorgeous.
It'll look
Yeah.
nice on the TV?
Yeah. Huh?
It'll look nice on the TV?
Oh yeah, it would look very nice. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, and the whole design and everything, the way that everything's done, and the way the story is like
Yeah.
slow paced, but
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Man, look, long as it has a good story, but like I love story, but I also like it being very beautiful, like the designs and
Yeah,
sceneries and stuff.
I thought the design was really
Like
gorgeous.
the one I haven't seen, and it's another space movie, which I think it won like Oscars and stuff, or different types of awards. Is the one with I forget the girl's name. She's a famous actress. Where she's like she's in space and
Sandra Bullock, man.
Sandra,
Yeah.
thank you, her.
Gorgeous movie.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Gravity.
Gravity,
Yeah,
yes, I
beautiful
haven't seen
movie.
it.
Yeah.
I have to take a look at that movie.
It's like yeah,
Really?
Yeah, it's heart pounding. Yeah, there's no monsters or nothing. It's
no.
Yeah. It's just her experience of trying to get from one thing to another.
Thing, yeah.
And that's another movie that George Clooney was in.
Yeah.
and it's
he's in that
It's
too?
fantastic,
All right,
man.
so
yeah.
I'll probably do a George Clooney marathon.
George Clooney space marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie.
All right.
It won a ton of awards. It's one of the movies that I wish that I had taken the advice
And seen
from
it in
people
theaters
and seen it in IMAX.
on IMAX.
That I had, because it was filmed for IMAX. So the way that everything was built. In fact, I wish I had seen it at the Dome, the ArcLight Dome,
Yeah.
in IMAX, because that's kind of what it was designed for.
Yeah.
So it's stupendous.
Is that where we're gonna go watch Black Widow? Oh, hey, but we're gonna
That-
go watch Black Widow.
that
later
shut
tonight.
down, dude. The
shut
arc
down?
lights, all the arc lights.
Oh, that's
went
right.
out of
We
business.
did talk about that a while back. They all
Yeah.
shut down. Yeah.
So sad, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
hate to leave on that note, but
yeah.
it's time to actually shut it down.
all right, let's shut it
It's
down.
time for us to close off. We're gonna go ahead and say goodbye, and we will be
Adios.
back for the Monday edition of Hispanerds. And Kenny mentioned it briefly, but yeah, we will definitely be watching Black Widow in movie theaters.
In the movie.
And then we're going to be coming back next week and letting you guys know on Thursday.
loving each other.
Yes. And we'll let you know whether we liked it, didn't like it, what we thought of it. We're going to spoil the heck out of it, so we apologize in advance, but that spoiler will be coming.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys get out to watch Black Widow this weekend. And again, thank you always for listening. Thank you to our South African brothers. Thank you to our Spanish brothers. Thank you to
Spanish
all of our
brothers.
international people. We appreciate you. Thank you for all of our American brothers and sisters who who let us.
And you sent me a post. One of our peeps.
I would eat here again.
Yeah, I was like, that's so cool. I like that.
Yeah, one of our first reviews. So we appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Does it say who it was?
Yeah, it always says like user. Like the guy's name's Chris. Yeah, which is my buddy Chris from San Diego.
Oh, okay.
I found out later. 'Cause I'm like, this sounds like somebody I know. And, yeah, it was really funny. So yeah, man, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for joining us on this ride. We hope we can make you laugh and agree, disagree.
Yeah.
You know.
And again, give us feedback. You
Yeah,
gotta get
feedback, suggestions.
What you guys want us to change, or if there's something better that you guys want to hear.
Yeah, we probably won't change anything, honestly. But definitely, you can tell us what you like, don't like. We will, we would love to get some feedback. We appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Remember, eat your vegetables, drink your water.
Yes.
We'll talk to you later.
Stay healthy.
Bye.